Yeah, you know, you see, I'm in the you move my and the 10 million cities. And you come say, what would you know where I'm no say? The work of court, you see, amount bail based on the all rights. Now, I say, bail look to 10 million for property, 10 million. That's why. How many of us will not go to jail?
I didn't say, wow. I didn't say, oh, I already do it. The bedroom on this everybody because time I want to me and that's with them. Lawyer appear could be a lawyer the much time I want to me. Papa that's with them. I can't say any more a day. Bail condition 15 million Ghana cedis are. Yeah, they become the extra 10 million Ghana cedis. They call it 25 million Ghana cedis. No, Papa no, omuntimintia. Omo pebia munya. Omo se cobra champion wa se papa say masa. Akwa me ko boa no ba ku 50 million Ghana cedis bail amount plus sureties no. Oriye our next meeting obewura tra me neck so. Ndi say de e ono wani jejeje. Omo pebia munya na wei. Ana lawyer pia kubi lawyer de ma chama Wontumi ni ko kwa bruta. Wa dog yabo. E friend say attorney general ne police force say na dem kura na ekoso o man Ghana yi o ye no ne say na me e sha se da ben anya ba beduru ha o se aden na o ma bail condition na 550 million Ghana cedis why and me say papa na nya wa na odi anim 50 million Ghana cedis ye ko 14 ni mu ko twa yi e ma bibia ye di na adan we na on TV da na o se de bi we de mo ma ne 10 million ye di ye hu free mu wie ye na sa da na mo sa tie no no matter about 15 million. I go 25 million. Adan. I don't want to buy.
So condition for bail no exercise here. Exercise judicious. Judicious needs exercise there available to all ordinary Ghanaians. Now because you know see I'm in the you move my and the 10 million cedis. And you come say, what would you know where I'm no say? The work of court, you see amount bail based on the all rights. Now I say, bail look to 10 million for property, 10 million. That's why. How many of us will not go to jail? It's a radio we are. And yet, a bride, the any share the public back person. Because you are not a president. And in Ghana for necessary custody as a discretion no the back court exercise judicious and yes I bedu baby no na bail no a grantee no meaningless yes ana embra no hwehwe until the bail granted the person who has applied for it access to the grant of the bail betimi amano necessary freedom no we hear no. And let us not forget say at the point I apply for bail, charges be a allegation. I say here prove and sana I ignore. Let's say the condition is so stringent. Say, Wontumi emphasis, Wontumi meeting, nenunti. That's so about someone. Let's say, yesterday before you are even pronounced guilty. And no dear, I say Ghana for na can was na say judicial system no so I could say Ghana for a question the veracity of the discretion na the judicial system no so to for and yina the baby ano ye who say ye wo standard bia ye nyina measure obia and he say average standard there 10 million and 15 million Ghana cedis. Na the chair say, "You do be jina court ano." Na se nipa no obo kwadu no kura, de o kan nya no kura. I ain't been prove ya. Na just say, you take away our right to freedom.
O se Ghana mra no ase a lawyer say a friend say Ghana court ne ye police ye security personnel almost say no. Almost say no there's no way. Say ya ne say ye to aso e Ghana ha. O say odi a friend is bail amount e to obi so a at least manyan sambrem kakra ma dia wo ya odim say we die attainable dey achievable dey nipa ni betimaye na say the bail amount no nko akoye punishment meanwhile the client na ya chi no so far or there so you innocent before say court of competent jurisdiction ebega say ah wafom enti adenti na say ya ne yasha say ebu anukumfo because kana dey ato no so ne ya say yedi ka age ade awie ti say dey wadi boye bone na wie ne yedi sika finism o say adenti a eni kwa say yes adenti because of this inti papa your friend and lawyer appear kubi our lawyer matama Wontumi say ogoko share Ghana Bar Association or betray petition kase dey akomo omo say Ghana Bar Association say me AC mo di am mo hwe no mo ya lawyer fo mo na mo ya lawyer fo da achi mo clients mo ne mo client ba koduru asem bibia no na mo ba koduru ho no na ye de bail amount bi a chama Wontumi ntwia anya chama Wontumi nko na ntimi o na ye ni na sa de we to aso koso a ye client ntimi enti baby ade na duru no ye hwan ye nka no kura nkyere Ghana ye court ye nka bi nkyere police for na omo de bail amount nsemunu bia na omo de atoso no enye fine kura oye no say the whole system na nkasa no Ghana ye whole system na nkasa na incorrect na ehie se ye address ye system na say adenti na sa ne me possible ade na say etimisi na we na me question na say enye and the NPP ana na ye ma amount for bail amount of first 500 million Ghana cedis no Satan no lawyer bi akubi we lawyer esa de ma NPP first party na nkasa wan kan de wahum sa boy boy bo de tino ye da ko ba ni ti enfifi afi wo di use ish ya but also they are two no a ne e ba beto amanfo foforo no ene ya say ya hwan kan asem ya chama Wontumi na ntumi enti na 25 million abada na asem otina na akoy nipa foforo say we wo di ma ordinary Ghanaian so o metua 15 million 10 million na okofa ne he Ghana for me say na say chama Wontumi ni onye ordinary nipa otimi parking friend say bag of gold now they are about to turn the table so on the TV station there and na ye ka ordinary a odin di meka obi nipa otimi ka say Wontumi to understand he say yes here the NDC akose 8 NDC for just say jubilate say your friend say number 8 to break the 8 and I say NDC for ya or the Wontumi the power bet chomo ko akire and bet chomo ba nu no ma fi number 8 wo nipa otimi there the president at that time as obi a no former president timi there no ka chen say ono who born drug onyo obi a otimi nye foko Ghana na say nipa ordinary nipa oni the president in face to face fight no ordinary ordinary nemo no case no so da no Ghana for say interested enti chama Wontumi ebesin na Wontumi entry na 15 million I go see 25 million Ghana cedis bail amount nti papa na so twere police for hukum tese akwaro bese 3 months ni chama Wontumi dia mia o from Yoko to CID from CID to another CID bio amount for say the aye kura de we obekoro na Yoko for to wo mo da so twen no omuyi na no so akọ choma de why that lawyer appear could be lawyer and the chama Wontumi a ontumi entry 25 million bail amount in there or that's at the police station
practice challenge within the institutions of state. I will make sure that I make a presentation to Parliament for Parliament to show concern if there is a need for statutory limitations to be put on bail conditions. They let them do. We will also make a presentation to the judiciary through. I'm going to petition the Ghana Bar Association to make a presentation to the judiciary for us to consider how do we deliver justice to accused persons who have not yet been pronounced guilty when they apply for bail, and the conditions that are attached to the grant of bail, and how fair these are.
On this same bail amount, Anna lawyer Martin Pebu, the friend saying private practitioner no papa ne say odonyankopon hata so niem hye no o say oda ona the NIB before no BNI ayese na be NIB no o say the omo ye enye fine afa na what the ntia ye chi chama Wontumi Ediko PM wo Yoko aso ya na MPP for a demonstration no. Afena wati de ntia ye ti abro nye DC de to Black Maria mu. Ene ko police station, ene ko court na MPP for a demonstration no. O se afa na wonya perfect understanding. O se ya ti abrante bi na anu ya gbenyiri ntakwa ya goso northern region yi. Abrante ne ko kan se friend say say gbenyiri ntakwa na goso no politicians bi shase na de ndem. Ensem o kan no mo se force publication. Ya ti no and on Tuesday last week ebe sin about 9 days ni yenyi akwala no. O se abrante nda so dam. O se asema nka 48 hours. Ana nka ase a friend say police for moment ma detain obi omo detain abrante no 72 hours and say omo processing asem dia kwa go court omo go court so yenye remand abrante no na so abrante na dem sa 9 good days os fa Ghana a constitution side ben clause ben act ben and it say obi eye bone anase ye pesimi so obi eye bone and the person is still not guilty or that you innocent na say ye di na asem a ye mani damburu 48 hours fa Ghana fa obeso fa ana sa de newo wa dwene ho besi ne onti ase enti afa na wati de enti lawyer apia ku bi udika o se bail amount e betu ni potri so kakraka te se de oku Jesus Christ na de oku Jesus Christ kwa de sa betu no so uye nu fro wi a Joe be Jojo, na yamo was spending more than the required number of days, and I say duration of hours. I say we did them. And send it to processing 7 days. We say 48 hours. Ghana man say 48 hours. Enter 48 hours. Identity and yes, I say obo a friend is saying Daniel. Ya odumlevu obo na about so pa because we law na nima kan okra tiri omo say even at on one side I yoku. Enema omo ye kwan mfa so detain amanfo enye o se ye wo ebi ni mu atese o pese omo please executives ni kwa tese John Dramani mama na ayi me ase BNI boss nti say me make sure say me please no NDC phone na yi me nti I have to please the NDC o say no speak the truth kan okure no the stomach nsem no say we there say me didi pete nti me ntimi nka no say kan okure o se the BNI penny na sha say kan okure ntimi fo obi ntumu 9 days na say ase obi antimi nka masem o se Ghana ye constitution ya amend no se bia na for ya mo autonomous power bia o mutimi din sin say ase mu na ye ntwa so na za de e ko so Ghana yi ye betena se afa na agro ye be fa na agro e be duru ebi no e be kan obi bia anti lawyer Martin Kpebu eso de ne to chama Wontumi a oda so dem na 15 million Ghana cedis a offer mega 10 million Ghana cedis as a bail amount na yeyi na enfrim no ontimi mitie no na lawyer apia kubi say entwaye kura the eye no the ye enfidi upon mo right the bail amount nyanse nim your system is broken Martin Kpebu so dey so say yes ojitumi say your system no the way e ko no your man to say e be affect Ghana papa.
Yes, Mr. Kansi, yesterday night I didn't sleep.
Why?
You know what, Charlie? We should sit up and see what we can do to help the BNI. They are still abusing people's human rights willy-nilly. It's terrible. It's terrible. You know that the BNI has somebody in custody over this same publication of fake news, etc. For today he was picked up the Friday, so today is the 9th day. Jesus. Yeah. 9th day, just like this one is worse than the Abronia one. BNI is not independent. It's terrible. BNI. Look, if we don't set up, it will grow into a worse monster. I'm telling you. I didn't sleep. I was slightly late because I woke up at night. I was like, what? Really? Because I contacted the director himself. It's over this Gwinyiri conflict. A guy who had been preaching, they say he's inciting violence. They took him somewhere around Swedo area. You take the person to court. The court is not sitting, that particular court. What the Supreme Court, from our laws, if that court is not sitting, report to the registrar so that they will see how to send the case before another judge. That's it. They didn't do so. Brought him back, and then it's been, in any event, they even arraigned him on Monday, more than 48 hours. It was past 72 hours.
Wow.
So BNI, if we don't wake up, and that's the case of Albert Dana, oh, it's terrible. And I see why the MPP were right in doing that demonstration. Because you see, when Abronye got the bill, I was like, should the MPP do this demonstration? It's needless. There are other cases, there's no time. But I'm telling you, BNI is gone rogue. We hope that each Kwesi Prempeh will take notice. Let's see if it's possible for us to add them to the constitutional amendment, because it's terrible. It's terrible. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep because you say when your neighbor's beard is on fire, hey, you find water for yours because you don't know when to affect you. Anyway, once again, so we will applaud Domahini, Sofa Kufu Yasantwa, and Gamanche Kintati Teku through the second for all that they did. They stood up as valiant, very courageous countrymen and women when times were very hard, people didn't want to talk. And we'll continue to applaud them for it, you see? Because like even this BNI matter I'm talking about, you see, if we had that independence, like the way Domlevo is independent, you remember I read Domlevo's statement when Abronye's rights were being abused. I'm sure the BNI director would have been independent, you see, but because we've created that culture that, oh, it's a gift, the position is a gift to him. You see that he can't, no. He's there for his stomach. He's not there for you and I. He's there for his stomach. He's grateful to the executive for the position. So he will do nothing to assert any independence. You could have whole director of BNI. I bring it to your attention that this guy was in custody more than 48 hours at the time he was arraigned. And now he's been in custody for 9 days without a court warrant. He's not on remand, though. This is worse than the Abronye case. Come on, Mr. Kipo, look, you can do better than this. Mr. Kipo, you can do better than this. Stop thinking about your stomach alone. Your stomach alone won't take you anywhere. We've spoken here, we've lost jobs, we found other jobs. If you think about your stomach alone, this country will sink.
Now, no see here na Abrantia your friend. Dennis Miracle Abuaje. Papa no kai say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, former vice president and former presidential candidate, Edema the MPP in the 2024 election. Of course, so Papa no say ono de eyen de say finally anytime Wontumi agwago people court. Or say say ye guta nipa the national police station. No we try 1 week. We try 2 weeks. We try 5 days. We try 4 days. Meanwhile, as I say 48 hours a pet ni nipa nita near process assembly do court. But amount for from ready at your Munsem here was the this is what the MPP demonstrated against. And they said this time around, Chama Wontumi okopie mu apa. Yewe ya so de bi ya process wasem ye do do court oko Tuesday, Wednesday they will make appearance. Our court say sir and say eba. Say what you case, what you build case, who evidence, who facts let's say nipa no. Boni na also odi to no say why and why any dey man eh. Ne gwagwa na say uwie ya watch no. What mo na say watch no. What trade na nu asem. They say ye no prosecute na court. Na court take you over. Magana mra enye adwuma. Nti oye ne dey say so far. Ye dey na court na me say who dey fi say ye dey court nya search ne bio. Bail amount no be ntimi ntwa ye. Nti chama na fishim. Ko kai say 50 million Ghana cedis no. And yes, you are granting the bail within the 48 hours frame. No, you guarantee here. Name of the bail amount was so high to understand this. Papa no akaso no amount for me provided the bail amount and the sureties. This time around, 25 million, 5 sureties, 3 with landed properties, and also provided. And Dennis Miracle Abuaje, Chama Wontumi that's with them. I had the Eko lawyer Pia Kubi. I just see swing here. I didn't say wow. I just say go. I already had do it yeah. The be do this already because Chama Wontumi and that's with them. The dance na gawaje. E wo say when you did there, dem mo no. Papa na so dem mo ntia so ne kwakra.
I am glad that finally Chama Wontumi is having his day in court. For me, I think that is how we should run our society. That anybody we find foul against the law, we should take the person to the court. Let the person go through the court system before we try to drag the person. You understand? And so Chama Wontumi has a responsibility to prove to the entire country that he is not engaged in Galamsey. Because Akonta Mining, as we all know, is a licensed small-scale mining company. Is he engaged in Galamsey? Let the court determine that. But once again, Chama Wontumi's prosecution and persecution actually brings up a very important point. That is, for the entire period the NDC were in opposition, they created an impression. You see, I don't know why the NDC, they keep boxing themselves into corners where nobody has asked them to. They have always created an impression as if Chairman Wontumi is the one doing Galamsey. So today, as Chairman Wontumi is in court, do you know what the expectation of Ghanaians are? We shouldn't see Galamsey going on. If Galamsey is going on, who is the other campaign? Who are they? Who are the other campaigns? Who are the other people? Why are they not in court with Chairman Wontumi? Your cameras have captured the NDC chairman in Upper Denchira East fighting military men, plainly doing Galamsey. Why is he not in court? The Awin Traditional Council has written a petition to the president about the NDC MP for Awin. Why is he not in court with Chairman Wontumi? But Wanda made a very important point that I want to highlight. Maybe when you finish, you cut as well for him as government view. For the people to hear that Wanda made a point, and that is the thinking of the NDC, that, well, even if our people are mining, it's okay. We are in government. When we leave and you also come, you also have the right to prosecute them. You understand what I'm saying? No problem. That's a fair point. But the people are the ones who suffer. Because today, MPP is not in power. Who are those doing Galamsey? Because I say arrest them all. I say put them behind bars. But why are they? In 9 months, you have actually, in your view, allegedly gotten one kingpin. And yet we are the Galamsey tripling in terms of its devastating effect. Who are the people? Because you said that once MPP is voted out of power, and the government communication minister said it, once MPP is voted out of power, Galamsey would end.
Dennis Miracle Abuaje, communication director, Edema Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, a presidential aspirant, Edema the New Patriotic Party, on the 31st of January 2026. Ebetwa ba ebehwe de bedi nkunim. Oguso pacho ebia na chopa no. Ghana fotie ni wasupom. No matwa ma no se bia ja. Dennis Miracle Abuaje isubetima sankwan ya hwenkwan. Na papa de no to Chairman Wontumi mesi on to me NPR 50 million Ghana cedis nti oda so da police station no. The lawyer and the appear could be wa fire attorney general, wa fire Ghana police, wa fire Ghana. Your court say your system no broken na say and they say okay say another MPP ne was called Ghana Bar Association. Ghana MPP for the Ghana Bar Association there. Or why say 5 and 6? Or say or trade petition come Ghana Bar Association say Munya rough. Na mo for number 2 say we na bail amount e demand dependence any Ghana happen. Nyan say nim o yemra no kan be biada. This has a minute missy. Now ordinary person in Ghana here also go 50 million Ghana cedis and famra. Now where we be but medical Canada. Say Chairman Wontumi onye ordinary. Inti yentimi is ordinary in farmer Chairman Wontumi. There might be people who are ordinary in Ghana you cannot even afford 5,000 bail a month. There might be people who cannot afford 10,000 bail a month. But minimum say bail a month so there mostly you hear the degree of your crime, the degree of your offense. Near the so there more bail amount. Say I contain mining. If indeed, say I contain mining now you say or they say tano nyiri a forest reserve. Or they go say some boy forest reserve you no na some ne kan ya. Hwenua do what tragu. Hwenso do what say no. Hwe gold do what now the number of goats are papa no display Ghana for kwa ye de eni akunkura no gold ketwa. Sika wanya free mo e ho bone e wadie eni be gina so dia man the bail amount. Chezi amika say this is a video Chairman Wontumi abra Samra boy Lands and Natural Resources Minister at that time. Eko who said no. Papa no enze was say Samra boy forest will give her to egu. Edi ye Galamsey no. But omo Forest Commission Environmental Protection Agency for go pay mo ho. Omo de your friend is saying task force for ko eka ho. Omo go through ya. Chairman Wontumi was money body guys. Aba body guys na akọ stand in the way of Forest Commission for ne omo go stop Galamsey no say da. Ye niam ma sisi na ye ma mfa nko esa je oma de back. Omo threaten omo ka che omo say Forest Commission for ntimi nyomu hute. Omo je na ntimi nyomu hute. They will mind. Because Oga at the top, I Chairman Wontumi afofo na from say who born dog? Who born dog? Or no Chairman Wontumi. Obi a oye governor Edema the MPP in the Ashanti region, the World Bank of the MPP. We are who be on it near man. Masa won come be got na say. Muntu ka or blockade the barrier, e blockade omom, e the cars sisi o say so man nwa o yi ni niam omon ko da. O yi ni niam an say omon ko. Meanwhile, then the former president Nana Akufo-Addo so have organized a press conference. Aka kire say Akonta mines have legal licenses to operate. Enti me busa say adentina Jerry John Rawlings 1992 na moye constitution adentina mo tire to mu say president edi akunya this after 3 years and sana yetima sha say interrogated and say ye chinatu. What kind of protection is that? Aho say obetna so no bokro no yen san 23 years say. Cause some content money we party and yes a free president enye ye per law. I think invite no because they no who here what information did he have? What information did Nanado have? Obey a press conference. Eka sa content money is safe and sound. BBNC here. Meanwhile, at that same time, the Mineral Commission at that time was saying that he doesn't have the license. The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources was saying he doesn't have the license. Until one of the 6 charges are because only ministerial approval. And the minister said that you didn't your life. On one of them, and yet the actual 2 documents on a tone. But your president should be a press conference. I got lie or license. And you're illegal. And when I think get me inviting, no answer questions in me. Nanado, can say to me invite you. Now go back answer questions in me. But I mean, no go to constitution, no go to the shame. Say, President, this is we are 3 years be answer. Why? America vote me impeach. Ghana ain't me impeach president. For better impeach president. Some political show where I be there politics. In the end, me any point me can occurrence no. Nipa ni di boni ntimi kan occurrence no. Ghana amu ntimi impeach president so ntimi nti no. Na minim obi bia obi wo kro no na kro no president man ho kwan obetima bo kro no ato aso. If for 8 years, for 4 years, unye wa appointees no mo bo kro no na se want man chi obi a want man stop obi a meaning say ye bunanka we for a uka ubi. If you quack like a duck, then he's a duck one. And we a duck nibi. Massa, there's no way say corruption may cause administration. Now we is zero from it. We is saint and you no credit that. Say as you know for that you invite no. Now you see what boy Ghana corona me do nyankopon adasoro. Untimi president ni free mu da. Na finance minister any president project na be seen for 8 good years and you know the project is missing there. There's no way say ye kasi ye cheche omo mbo ye kroni nyina na ye be che wia ye be kasi edin ba kokura no go direct to the president. Yet here another former Ghana Football Association president Kwesi Nyantachi ebeka say only businessmen akosia momfa say nkoma president momfa say nkoma vice president momfa say nkoma napo yentia sa say no president FRA case am I invite Kwesi Nyantachi egosia the office egosi say one day penny asem kan wie twiansi bio yanka so ni bio nothing happen and say andananado over be see our just so the legend kuma wie no the same Kwesi appear had the F1 to go and contest as a member of parliament. Inti den a chese na your person no. Den a chese you already here no. But say he say you was approve video. Because he said it, the president said no, I'm not involved. You are just tarnishing my name. I'm taking you to court. A whole president you defame you. A whole president you alleged as we are involved in a corrupt act. One man take in action. Al Jazeera gold yi in semi ba ye. President ka so obechi oyehiensi obesi omo hiensi. Trust me when I say Akonta mining etimi ko so to aso akusi say MPPC answer na ne yet must stop now. Now president be a press conference e ka say oye illegal me sa 3 years na we that to no dey e ha dwene because in say inviting Nana Dankwa for the former president no so answer questions. But lawyer Pierre Kubi Akasa which in a bit I agree. Say the bail amount as I said the bail amount no ehunahuna amount for yeah there no yastic say be keep you inside for long and I don't know what we will get for keeping people for long. Ye pese police station na ordinate no wo da so kura mana aduane di then na sika na ode mana aduane di o ene chama wontumi a won sentimi mana aduane tantan bia wo mana aduane correct mana di fast track mo man nkodu police court wo na de say ho bia evidence bia mo bia no mo man yanka no ho ne fa nkotum se odi bone a ade na sa last we na de bia no eno na ye den ana oda police station more than 10 days ana ye den eno no conviction eno no prosecute na no mun prosecute no na say be convict na ya convict no eno na ye asem na we asem ayi mo ya ma na ye too much mati enti a Martin Pegbu adua no kai se chairman abronye ne bra pani na chairman Wontumi also na ye che no also ya man bail amount of 1 million Ghana cedis the Ashanti je ne bono kai se tamawa SMP kwesu bogu beka asase we se chairman Wontumi ni chairman abronye omu na she Ashanti region ana bono region chairman Wontumi go da mu Tuesday ana your friend on a Tuesday ana Wontumi friend say chairman abronye alaji say see di for na madwe say abronye ba pekua na ene ya che no ya che chairman Wontumi sada ya che no ade ti ye mbomu no ya kokko na asem court wie ne sa ko che ne biu na no na ya say abronye asa ko kan say matia police for ti asa ko so ano but ya mo the bail amount of 1 million Ghana cedi kai say first one I tell no you know bail amount of 5 million Ghana cedis you we tell e be done 500,000 Ghana cedis say no ya say mo the bail amount of 1 million Ghana cedis that's the chairman Wontumi ni chairman abronye de afu e de wido nyankopon o ma bre no manya chairman Wontumi entimi entua ni 15 million no chairman abronye eso abre wa ko kan se ma ono akonya na asem also akodam you tese umie no se prison break Mike Scofield ni why T-bag o two timers omo tese uye mistake omo go dem se Ghana edo kasadie ti wate for comment to comment section na se chairman Wontumi sika no wontini trade o da so dem lawyer ni kokko apa we dwabuta se de Ghana for ne ye no court attorney general any police for ye no entwa ye nkoye Martin Pegbu so dia so say ai sa ne man yan hwan stop ya emwa Ghana debi na ho betire ye Dennis Mrekrabo aje say any day say finally edi chairman Wontumi ko court ne mum ya sa che no timinim eno so wasa fufuro kan chairman abronye so ye che ate no mra ama no 1 million Ghana cedis bail amount say onu so ontwa nti the two chairmans every day the obedika ko je ne say emre ne nkrabia nkwa na be kire for comment eto comment section as we are subscribe like na say ma onua so enye bihwe edi no eye ba kope Maxi Billian on naked truths Oldboga Trust Macro bye bye.